I don't really do vlogs very well, so here we are in the Grant Park in Forest, about to start the Moray Coastal Trail on a little bit of a fast pack weekend. 25 miles today down to Lossiemouth, camp overnight, and then 25 miles tomorrow to Cullen. Should be fun. It's freezing. See you later. A lot of catch up. Just coming past Kinloss. Old Nimrod, the Duke of Edinburgh. Hope you can see it. Tough shit if you couldn't. Just over 5 miles in. It's been all road so far. Managed to get by with my trusty Hokas. Speed goats. I'll be in Findhorn in about half a mile, and then I'll be off the tarmac and get some good old sections of coastal trail, which I'm looking forward to. So hopefully you can hear me over this wind. It's a slight wind coming from the north. It's quite cold, quite cool, chilling breeze. Temperature's about 8 degrees. It's supposed to drop down to about 2 or 3 tonight, which will be fun camping. But hey ho, there's more difficult things in life to do. So I'll check in a bit. Cheers. Hope you can hear me. Just in Findhorn at the beach. My first view of the beach on the Moray Coastal Trails. Tide's in. Hope you can hear me all this wind. So that's Findhorn behind me. It's the Black Isle over there somewhere. Berghead. It's the next town I'm going to be going through, so I'll be going through Rose Isle Forest onto the trails. Nice one. Check it in a bit. Cheers. Just coming up to Rose Isle Forest, Rose Isle Beach. Path's been, this is quite good. It's been quite sandy and stony for the past couple of miles since Findhorn. What a beautiful day though. It's clear as anything. So I just had a little bite to eat, a few nuts and raisins. About 9 miles in, at 1:45. So we're taking along about 5 miles every hour, which is what I was wanting to do for this weekend. There's a Berghead still. I'll be there in about, I'd say about an hour-ish. Maybe a little less. I'm going to stop for a nice lolly at Berghead. Anyway, better get going. I'm supposed to be walking all this way. I'll never get there. Cheers now. Bye. So here we are in sunny Berghead. Let's come up this bank so you can get a better view. Distance wise, I think it's about 13.5, 14 miles. I've been on the go for 2 hours, 40-ish minutes. So I'm not doing too bad time wise. The trail from Findhorn down to Berghead, definitely trail shoes. Beautiful trail. I think there's more. I think there's more tarmac later on in the route for the coastal trail, but your feet are going to be trashed on road shoes by the time you get to that decent roads. if you don't wear trail shoes, I think, anyway. Anyway, I'm Berghead, doing good time. We've been lossy in a couple of hours, get my fish and chips. And get a nice lobby here if I can find a shop over it. Right, I'll check in later. Cheers now, bye bye. So, just left Berghead. I think that's Hopeman over there, I'm not sure. Gow's Castle is one of those rock formations, I'm assuming. So about 15 miles deep. It's been tarmac path since Hopeman. Not Hopeman, since Berghead, sorry. It's pretty easy running. Again, I'm still favouring trail shoes because that sections of trail from Findhorn to Rizal pretty rough, even when they are dry, to be fair. But whatever you're comfortable in, so far is doable if you want to wear road shoes or not. I'm going to stick with speed goats because I'm a young Carl Melsa at heart. Anyway, I'll crack on. A couple of hours to go today. Finish at Lossy Mouth, as I said, and test out my new tent and my thin sleeping bag. Anyway, I'll catch you later. Ta-ra! So I believe this is sunny Hopeman. It is sunny. Just stopped off for a bit of tin of juice. Hiya. Tin of juice and a refuel of water. Little bothy place just before this campsite, this caravan place. It's fine. Just had some nice smelling burgers. Unfortunately, I'm a vegetarian now, so I can dipped right out. Anyway, we'll see the next check-in, I think. About another 7 miles to go. Gotta make sure I'm going the right way. You can bypass Hopeman completely, I think. Which is a shame because it's such a nice place. Anyway, better check out and get my arse in gear because I've been walking for about 5 odd minutes, including my stop. I will catch you later. So, coming out of Lossy Mouth, finally getting a chance to walk along or run along the beach. It's been a long day. A lot harder with 7 kilograms of extra weight on you when you're fast packing. Anyway, nearly finished for today. Another 30 odd minutes of moving, and then 30 minutes of eating. So, I'll check in once I try and get this bloody tent up. Cool, later dude. Good morning world. It is 6:30. I didn't sleep too bad, it wasn't too cold. Unfortunately, I got here last night. I didn't really know. How would I know? I seem to have I seem to have pitched my tent in the middle of where all the rooks nest at night. So I've had an early morning wake up call. About 4 o'clock in the morning they started calling. Could be worse, I suppose. Anyway, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna have some porridge. get an earlier start than yesterday. I never started moving yesterday till 1 o'clock in the afternoon after visiting the family forest. So today's plan is to carry on, get into Cullen, and then get the bus back to Aberdeen. It's supposed to be raining by 7. A little bit of rain earlier, but nothing much. So time to get the stove on the go, porridge down my neck, and head on to Cullen. Bye bye. So a lot of change of course. First thing in the morning, day 2. I'm about 2.5 miles in. There's a bike rally, motorbike rally, motorbikes. I don't know what kind of motorbikes happening in the forest, just outside of Lossiemouth, where the route cuts through. So after a little discussion with the security guards, it was established that I can come down this path here straight to the beach, which will keep me away from them and kind of get me back on course. So it shouldn't add any distance. It's just basically the other half of a rectangle, which I always say. Stopped raining, that's a good thing, and it's also a little bit cold, but a little bit cloudier. Managed to get out of my waterproof jacket and that because I was getting wetter from the outside, the inside out than the outside in. So yeah, just walking down here at the moment. My 12-2 strategy: run for 12, walk for 2, and see how we get on. Laters. I've made it out of the mad motorbike rally. Hadn't started yet, but there was a few odd looks. So that's me back onto the coast. There's Lossiemouth in the distance. All these old World War II defence barriers and gun placements still in situ, and they go on for a few miles, which is in that direction where all the dark clouds are, which is where I'm heading. Should be hitting the Spey Bay area in about, let's give me an hour and a half. I am 50 after all, too old for this work. Looks like it's going to be rain, but shit happens. Next one, see you later. Hello, me again. Just a little signpost, and this is where I'm going. It's been a lot of chat, well, not a chat, a few comments on I've seen about what best footwear to wear, and I know that I've commented on it before, but yeah, there's sections of tarmac which road shoes are obviously better for, but there's also sections like this which your feet will get, well, my feet will get trashed if I'm running in road shoes in this. This is a good part. It's awful pebbly, stony, like you're seeing. You get onto this section of the course and you think, oh, you just follow these concrete blocks and you get to where you're going. This is the path, like I was saying. So it's quite rocky. I just follow these things. They go on forever and ever. And that's what it feels like. It's about 3 miles, probably a wee bit more, 3.5 miles of this type of pathway. But what a morning. It's a bit warmer today, not so windy. Prospects of rain, showers, but never mind. Having a great time. Should have done this years ago. Anyway, I don't even know if you'll ever see this because I'm shit at doing vlog, blog, video type things. I did get a loan of a gimbal from Andrew, but my phone's a little bit too big for it. But I'll figure something out. And crack on. This is my bag. The co-op. Can't find a balloon to get rid of the bloody thing. But it's got a bottle of water in it, so it's not totally hopeless. Ta-ra! That's the beach section finished beside all of the defences, the World War II defences. So I'm just coming up into this little village. I have no idea what it's called, Kingston or something. Is that not in Jamaica? Who knows? Warm day. I'm glad I've got a little bit of extra liquid with me. Heading over there. That big hill is beside Bucky, I believe. Yeah, quite tired. He knew it was going to be a struggle carrying an extra 6 or 7 kilograms on your back and still try and maintain 5 miles every hour. But it'll make it easier on race day, I hope. Anyway, crack on. Well, I'm still on the designated marked Moray Coastal Trail. The GPX for the race day takes you down along there. I don't know if you. I'm sure Kyle's got his reasons. This is the actual rail trail. I think that's more road. Oh, there's the bridge I go across. I don't know if you can see it. I'm making good time then. Quite tired. I think I said that before. Anyway, I don't know what this place is. Garmouth, I think. A beautiful little place. Maybe get a banana down my neck. Finally got rid of my bottle, my bag. I'm going to have to start giving it a name. Maybe like Wilson or something, like Tom Hanks's football out of Castaway. What could I call my bag? Anyway, I've binned it. It's been great. A bit harder work than I thought with this big pack. Well, the big pack, this packing pack. But hey ho, that's the way I want to roll. See you later. Hey, the bridge over the river Husby. It's about, I think, about 15.5 miles to the finish from here. So, not quite time to tighten up your laces and get your speedster heads on. Still time to keep on tracking. That's me tugging at this baby. You know, all the tourists. There's a big hill. Just outside Bucky again. Thank God I'm not in that bit. Oh, look at the views. Watch this. This will take your breath away. Look at that. Scotland's shit, innit? So this is going to be shit because I'm running. This is my favourite kind of trail. Forest, single track. It's only going on for a wee bit. I'm loving it. I'm running along beside the golf course. Just after Spade Bay. That's why I'm whispering. I'm going to put all these professionals off. Anyway, see you later. So that's me just coming into Putessi, or however you pronounce it. The route from Port Gordon to Buckie to here is predominantly on road, and excuse me, and it is boring. Sorry, but it is. You're lucky again with the weather. I had a couple of showers. You were finding a shop, like, get a nice lolly. I think I'm shit out of luck. I think I've got about 8 or 9 miles to go to get to Cullen, hopefully. So I'll probably just check in then, maybe take some photographs, maybe the scenery will get a bit better than all these Buckie flick, Buckie houses. I've got no idea where I am, just outside of Buckie. Stopped at this little bijou cafe for an ice cream. Couldn't do 50 miles along beside the beach without getting a nice one ice cream, can I? So by the looks of things, I have got that way, and I've got about 6.5 miles to go, so a 10k. And I do believe my darling wife is meeting me in Cullen and giving me a lift home, which is a nice surprise. Happy days. I better get on and get this cracked. But again, look at the scenery. Once again, I have got no idea where I am. I'd make a shit tour guide. A fishing village, about 3 or 4 miles east of Buckie. If you're that bothered, you can look it up. A little harbour. I think that bowl thing's supposed to be around here soon, so I better keep an eye out for it. But I've got no idea where I am. Outside the Admiral's pub. Closed again, even if it was open. I'm teetotal nowadays, so that's good. I've run all this way, a little tiny detour isn't going to do any harm. So I get this local landmark, which name escapes me, funnily enough, me being such a good tourist guide. Anyway, there it is. Bow something, Bow Diddley. Who knows? So here we are in Cullen, finished, knackered. A little long run along the beach. It's a little bit confusing up back that way by about a couple of miles. There's a big viaduct. And there's Donna. Hello Donna. Thank you for coming and picking me up. And there's a few ID quarters. Fire up the quarter. I'm finished.